Hey everybody, if you've been watching my videos, you've seen that I read this book online, okay? Now there was a purpose I did that. See, for me it was music therapy. Um, like I said, my family sold me to old guys when I was a little child to be fucked. And when that happened, like that was a lot for me to heal and release. And the way I figured out how to do it was through music. I had to remember every song that was played when it happened because I didn't understand for years until I figured it out. That's what triggers the bad in me. That's what triggers the hurt, the anxiety, depression, and it's all about sacred energy. Okay, so give me a second. Let me get my glasses. Now, the way that I did it, because I mean, I was inpatient in the VA in the psych ward, and they taught me music therapy. They just didn't go deep enough into it. Okay, so then the way I understand it, right, is that what I do is I listen to music, a song that's connected to that, and I'll sing out those emotions to beat them. Okay. And then that's like people say I'm crazy because I listen to songs at high levels, but they don't understand how much healing I'm doing, how much dark night of the soul I'm doing this. Okay. And when I listen to that song, what I do is part of the song, I sing out the bad and then I replace it with positive memories. And it's kind of like it's a different kind of meditation I do, right? And it follows along octaves of reality, okay? What it used to mean to me, what it means to me now, okay? And then it involves the torus, okay? The torus is, in simple terms, a donut shape allows for consensual flow of energy and information, okay? To the torus, right? And it cycles through, right? So that way, like I listen to them repeatedly because I have to repeatedly do this because the more I do soul searching of myself, the more I understand how much that hurts, how much that is attached to. Like I'll go out and do stuff. Like if you see me all the time, that's why I have headphones on all the time because there's something I'll see that triggers that memory. So I have to rework and override that. Okay. And it's all about wave interaction. Okay. Because that music, when it happened to me, it put a wave in my mind that I was so hard to access that I had to figure out what song played that music wave for me to hit to override the negative. and and it's all about singularity entanglement. Okay, singularity entanglement. It's singularly entangled to one negative emotion, but you have multiple emotions. You have pain, you have anxiety, you have the why me. So that's why I had to do it multiple times with the same songs. Okay, and then quantum harmonics. Okay, harmonics hold every piece of this vibrational data, every piece, like I just said. That's what I was breaking down, how you have different emotions. Okay. And then you have the scale of consciousness, which breaks down why I listen to songs that I went through with that as I'm going around doing things because I see something that triggers that so I can do that later. Okay. And it's all about taking mental notes for me. Like I don't have to write it down. I just remember because like that's click. Okay, I got that. It's a wake up. I need to work on this part. Okay. And it's all about the frequency spectrum. See, the frequency spectrum is how I understood how I can do this and rewrite from negative to positive. Because the frequency spectrum, look, it has, so you got the positive, the uplifting, and the lower, the draining down. um, and it was all about literally breaking connection from that song, those notes in that song, because the same notes are used in different songs, to the negative down lowering your soul, lowering your consciousness to a bad place. Okay. And so we get into bridge of vibration. The bridge of vibration, right? The bridge of vibration is from the negative to the positive with the same songs, the same. Okay, let me break it down like this. Okay, think about your brain is a computer. You have different neural pathways, and what happens is it's connected and stored under this, right? So when you listen to a song, you can access those feelings and overwrite them. Okay, it's in the shell of the consciousness. Okay, you are the garment in which consciousness manifests, showing you can do that for experience. Like stepping on a glove, your consciousness slips into the body, assuming control of all organisms and encapsulates. See, that's how you do it, right? And then you get with the senses. That's why I walk around listening to them songs because I'll understand, oh, I seen that. That's a visual sense, right? I felt that. I felt that vibration, that emotion or whatever from that environment, people, places, and things. See, I seen that thing and I got bad clicks in my memory about what it was connected to, okay? And then it's piercing the veil. The veil is that it's always going to be like that. I'll never be able to help myself from it. I just have to learn how to deal with it. No, that veil is fuck that. You are in charge of your consciousness. You can overwrite that and give it a positive resonance source, because it's all about source material, to access whenever you hear that song, whenever you see that thing, whatever, how it works for you. Okay. And it's the bridge to reality. Because when you change the way you think, you change your reality because you don't see things the same way. People can't trigger you. You don't react to certain things, certain environments. Okay? Because it is all about your perception. How are you understanding this? See, it's all about making the connection, connect the dots to what is hurting you to go in and do the deep soul work, the dark night of the soul, to heal that, to release those things and replace them with positive. Okay. And the reason I understood this is because it's the broadcast, right? The music, it broadcasts those. You feel through music. It like if you do this research, and I forget the Asian gentleman's research, right? And it's also in this, right? Notes are connected to the different DNA. So it's really embodied in you. A memory connected to a song is embodied in your DNA. You get to overwrite that. Okay. The reason I say I walk around listening to songs like that, because, like I said, feeling and intuition. You feel a certain way. What's your intuition telling you? That's something you get to work on and correct, override. Okay. Great. Reunification to the very first time you heard that song, instead of all those negative impacts that happen with that song playing. You're unified with the finding of it, the the un like the unveiling of like, wow, that's awesome. I like that song. But then negative things happen. You're connecting it to that, which takes all your positive memories of when you found it and connects to that one negative incident. Okay. And again, it's all about your emotions. That's the stress, the depression, the anger that it's connected to. Okay. It's gateway to the heart. The gateway to your heart. Because, like I said, you're overriding it. You're allowing yourself to understand, hey, that was a fucked up situation. That has nothing to do with this song that was playing when that happened. That song brings me positive memories, positive energy when I hear it. Okay. Because the conscious illusion is that you're stuck to that negative memory connected to that song. Because it's on broadcast. And what you don't understand is that happened. It's being broadcast. We have radio stations. They broadcast and play it while you're driving in your car. Did you ever wonder why you're going to work or coming home from work? You hear that song, and for some crazy reason, you never figured it out, but You get to work, you're pissed, you don't want to fucking do it. You get home, you're grumpy with your kids, you're grumpy with your wife. Makes sense now, doesn't it? And data storage. Like I said, data storage is access points, right? Think about it like a computer. Data points. You can also always go into the operating system, your consciousness, and override what it finds when it searches for that. Take away the anxiety, the depression, the anger, the helplessness, and override it so it doesn't research that every time you hear that. And that's how you control navigation of your feelings through sounds, through music, through like your experiences. They don't control you. They just taught you something. Now you're going deeper into it. And it's all about the communication. What is the deep meaning of what this song is communicating to me? Usually it's how to heal. Okay? Subconscious cloning. The crazy part is, like I said, your DNA is connected to different notes. So the different songs that have the same notes bring out the same emotions. That's what I was talking about. Transmission, again, being put on the radio, the broadcast. Transmission is transmitting them same feelings, keeping you stuck in a loop. Okay? And philosophy, which is the whole reason I'm understanding this, right? A philosophy acts as the guardrails for how consciousness should act within enough programming and discipline. An entire consciousness can be downloaded into the right sleeve of a human. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, overriding these songs that have negative memories attached to them. Then you understand the universal mind. To understand the universal mind, like I said, DNA is connected to notes. You have a universal mind. So if you feel that, you know exactly, take a mental note of it. If you're out with people and you hear a song and it brings on them feelings, take a mental note of it. When you get by yourself, go through that healing process. Listen to that song. Sing out them anger, that depression, that hopelessness. Then if you have to, because I had to start like this, play it right after you did it and do it with different emotions. So you get subconscious cloning, overriding the bullshit. Okay? And this is how we gain ascension. Frequency governance, going again back to DNA is connected to notes. Dimensional gateways, and that's what I'm breaking down. How to take away that gateway. Nope. This song with these notes in it does not access those lower vibrational emotions or senses, same thing, because they are. And then you reconnect them to the higher vibrational. I mean, like I said, subtle energies, because DNA is connected to notes. You'll find the subtle energies in different songs. Well, like, listen to songs. Just nobody around. Just pay attention to music. And this is how you learn yourself. What are you feeling in that song? Okay? Are you getting those negative feelings? And I'm breaking down how to get you to clear them out and replace them with a positive. That way you have clear vision. And that's just something I wanted to help you with, because for years I was stuck in that cycle and nobody would help me. Nobody understood. Actually, I don't even think anybody would help me. I didn't think anybody understood how to do it. And like I meditated and prayed, and like God really showed me how to do that. So, and I'm greedy, and greedy is a deadly sin. So I have to share it with everybody because I want everybody to heal and do better in life. Enjoy your night, everybody.